Hi, I am going to speak a little bit about the many ways you can communicate in this class. I think sometimes students in online classes are wary of the instructor because she doesn't seem to be present, or they don't know how to communicate with her, or they're shy and they're afraid to talk to the instructor. So, what I want to do is give you multiple ways to contact me, and multiple ways that I show you ways that I can contact you, so that you're not alone like this little guy who's afraid to get out of bed. Okay. First of all, on the discussion board, I have a raise your hand forum. If you go directly to this discussion board, you'll see that it is the first forum there, or first topic there, and use it to ask questions you normally would ask in class. Not private communication, but if an instructor explained something to you in class about an assignment, you would raise your hand and say, hey, I don't understand what you mean by, or how many responses are we supposed to have, or those kinds of ideas. And that's what you would put there. You would not put private communication like, why did I get that grade? That will go in another place. That doesn't go in raise your hand. Now, we've all signed up for Remind.com, haven't we? If not, find the directions in the course site. You can use Remind.com just to send me a private message so that I can hear about what you did, what you don't understand about your grade, or you don't know why you got that grade, or I don't know what else you'd communicate to me privately. Maybe something going on in your life, you don't want to tell me exactly, but that's impacting your work, those kinds of things. You also would use Remind.com to ask me to call you or to arrange a meeting. And when you do that, when you ask me to call you, please leave your cell phone number so I know how to get a hold of you, okay? Now, how I'll use Remind.class, mainly to send a message to the entire class, and of course, to answer your private messages. I will send out reminders such as, remember on Thursday you have, a discussion post due. Something like that, so that you know what's going on, okay? Now, if I don't remind you about something, that doesn't mean it's not due, so you have to be on top of things. Email messages. How you're going to do it, if you don't like using Remind.com, because maybe you aren't from a generation that uses a lot of text messages, you're a returning student. I'm not going to say older, but you're a returning student, someone who has been out of school for a while and you're not used to texting. Just send a message to me and use your Delta email address only. And send it to me. Put the name of the course in the subject line. I have 4 different courses online. And if you ask me a question, I don't understand this week's assignment, which should go on raise your hand, but if you send me something like that, and I don't know, or if you say I don't understand my grade on the last assignment, I'm not going to know what class you're in, so put the name of the course in the subject line, please. You'd ask questions on grades or personal issues. And remember, questions about content or assignments are handled at raise your hand. I'm going to send sometimes blanket emails to the entire class that may be a longer message than Remind.com couldn't handle. Maybe there are several things I want to get a hold of you. And of course, if you email me, I email you back, okay? Expect returns from me on email or Remind within 36 to 48 hours. It's usually sooner, but depending how busy I am, how many meetings I have, that kind of thing. Other forms of communication. Well, you will be interacting with each other on assignments and class and group discussion boards. And I will be interacting on those boards also. You will not be left out there in la la land thinking, oh, the instructor's not reading what I say. I read the discussion boards. and I interact, okay? Also, I leave comments on all your assignments, and when you using the Dropbox, go to it. Beside the numerical grade, there's an icon, and click on it, and you'll see my comments. Many students don't know where to find my comments, and they think they got this grade on the discussion board or on a Dropbox assignment, and they have no feedback on it. Okay, so I always leave feedback of some sort. Okay, and if I don't for some reason, I will usually send a group email or a remind.com text explaining how I graded that assignment so that you know what's going on. Another way you can get a hold of me is Skype. If you're not familiar with Skype, you can get it at www.skype.com, and it basically is a face-to-face messaging system. It's a lot like if you're using Facebook Messenger, you can do a live chat there. There are other live chat programs out there. Skype is just simple. Download it, open it up. You can use it on your phone too and sign in, and you can find me as Nadine Davis. Introduce yourself when you first tell me who you are when you're on Skype. I'm usually on Skype first thing in the morning, from 9 or 10 to 1 or so. Sometimes I'll have Skype on when I'm sitting and crocheting in the evenings. And I don't mind you. If my Skype's on, that means I don't care if you bug me, okay? I would like more of my students to use Skype. I think it's a good way, especially if you want a meeting with me. It's a good way that we can make eye contact. And I would like to get to know more of you in a more personal way. There are other ways to communicate that I have probably missed on this presentation, but you'll find them as the course moves on. And I hope this helps clarify for you my desire to keep in touch with you.